Hi guys, we're back again with another episode, and this time we're just going to be going through how to make buy shops. So we're going to start off with a simple buy shop. You can, just a couple of commands and you can make some sort of shop to sell from. And then we're going to be going to like a medium shop, a few more commands, looks a bit more professional, and then we're going to end up with a chest shop, which I think looks pretty awesome. Takes a little bit longer to set up, but if you did want to go for that, I do like that one. That's a really good method. So let's get to it. So we'll get started off nice and easy here, and we'll just show you with JDog, as he is the one with all the coins at the moment. So if he comes over to here, as you can see, it says, shall I come a bit closer? So buy one wooden sword, that's 100 coins. So if you've got 100 coins, you should be able to buy the wooden sword. So let me come back and you'll see JDog do that. So hit the button, and he's now got his wooden sword, and as you can see, the money's been taken off of him. If I do it again, that's another 100 off. There we go, now he's got plenty of swords. So if we go take a look at the commands there, it's relatively simple. I've done it with only 3 commands. If we break the side here, so obviously you're going to want a block going onto it, tap the button. The problem is with actually putting the button on it itself, it might then hit the next block and power that anyway. So first block is going to be an impulse unconditional needs redstone, no ticks or anything like that, and then a scoreboard, players test at P, coins 100. If you haven't actually got yourself a scoreboard currency yet, I have got another video of that. I'll put a link in the description. That just basically gets you to set up whatever currency you actually want to use. Obviously I've gone for coins. You have to spell it exactly the same as how you've made yours. So it's testing at the closest player, coins, and if they have 100 of them. Next, and this is important, it has to be a chain conditional, always active. If it's unconditional, it means if they don't have the 100 coins, it will go through anyway. So keeping it conditional, that means it will only go through if the last command block agreed. And this is going to be scoreboard, players remove, so we're taking it away this time, at P to the closest player, coins 100, so you're taking that amount away from him now, and then you're giving him a wooden sword. So in this case it's give at P and then wooden sword, the number, so 1 wooden sword and 0 as the data. Again, that's a conditional, chain conditional, always active, and that's all you're going to need for a very simple one. Obviously you can add little bits on the end, but I'll get to that on the next one. But that's just your standard sort of shop that you can do there, sell whatever you need. Right, and let's get on to the next one. So now on to the second one, and this one is probably a more popular one of mine. As you can see, this is like the build shop here, and it's got pretty much everything using that method. It's a nice one because it tells you if you haven't got enough coins, it tells you if you have got enough coins, and we'll just show you quickly with JDog now. So let's say he wants to grab himself 10 sugarcane. Says it costs 70 coins. Comes up to here, but you can't actually see it, which I'll show you on mine. Is it does say payment successful, and it's made a little ding noise as well. Let's just do it on mine. So payment failed. Obviously I've not got anything. I don't know if you heard that, but it made a little sort of chime as well. Whereas JDog has gone straight through and he's got himself some sugarcane. Not much you can do with that, but anyway, I'm sure we'll go plant that at some point. So let's get to it. Just break this one open here. Right, I have to open this up a little bit more. There we go. So basically what you're doing here, take all of this down, is you've got a series of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I believe 8 commands, and you're going to start with the first 3 on the bottom right here. As you can see, they're all facing this way, so it starts at the bottom with an arrow, goes to this one, then to this one. I'll explain my way through it as well. So first one's going to be an impulse unconditional needs redstone, and it's going to be a scoreboard, players test at P, so you're testing at the closest player, coins 0 to whatever number you want it to be up to. So let's say it's 70 coins, I've done it 0 to 69. So you're testing if they don't have enough coins, basically. Once you've done that, you're going to get a chain conditional. Again, it's important it's conditional, and always active command block after that. And I have done a title at P, so closest player, action bar, so that's it comes up on the bottom of the screen. Payment failed, as you saw with mine, it said payment failed, so I haven't got enough coins. Again, you can put whatever message you want, doesn't have to be payment failed. You don't even have to put a message, I just thought it seemed a bit better. Again, and you also actually don't need this, but it just looks a bit more professional. It's a chain conditional, always active command, coming off of the last one. And it's play sound, beacon.deactivate at P. And that just makes like a little sound, and you know that you, you haven't got enough money for it, basically. It's sort of like your card bouncing at the shop. So, and that's these three down here. Again, you will need to have a scoreboard set up. If you haven't done that, just check out the video. Right, another important step here is that after your first command block, over the second one going in, you're going to want to put a repeater, and turn the ticks down a bit. Doesn't matter, just as long as it's not straight away. Sometimes it can trick the system, so I usually do 2 ticks back there, and that's going to lead to this command block. This one goes back to being impulse unconditional, needs redstone. It's only because it will only be affected when the repeater hits. And this is a scoreboard players test at P, coins 70. So obviously the first one was testing 0 to 69, that's testing whether it's 70 or above, so you've got at least 70. That will then go into a chain conditional always active, important that you get that conditional again. Scoreboard players remove at P, coins 70. Sorry if I do go fast through this, just pause the video, take a quick note down. So you're taking away this time, obviously you're removing off the player 70 coins. That then goes to a chain conditional always active, give at P, reads, obviously sugarcanes are reads in this case, 10, so that's the amount that you want to give them, so 10 reads, and the data value is 1. If you're not sure about this sort of stuff, you can just check it out online, and you'll be able to find it quite easily. Right, that then goes to a chain conditional always active again, and what I'm going to do this time you didn't see on my screen is that when you do have enough money it says payment successful. So title at P, action bar, and then your message, so I've put payment successful. So you can see that's that command is successfully executed. And then one last one, sorry about it's getting a bit dark down here, I should have really brought a light, but you can see anyway, obviously they're all running in one line there. Leading to the last one, which is a play sound random.orb. That makes a bit of a better, nicer bing, more affirmative, like you've bought this thing. And then at P at the end, so that'll be at the closest player. And that's a chain conditional always active. So there we go. Again, this is I do prefer this one to the other ones, and I use it quite a lot. You can actually copy and paste these over either on Xbox. I'll do another video on that because obviously, as you can tell, I've got many in here, and it would have taken so long to do them hand by hand. So yeah, I might just do a little video about that, just to help everybody out with the copy and pasting blocks. Right, so that's that one, and I think we'll move on to the next. Right, and we're on to the third one. If you are still here and watching, that means that you are interested in seeing it, and to be honest, it is one of the more interesting ones. I can't claim the actual creation myself. I believe that was a YouTuber called Orbitz. He does make some awesome stuff, and I've been using this such a while I thought I'd have to include this on here as one of the other ways of buying. So I just wanted to say, haven't created this one myself, but I do use it, it's awesome. So if we go into here, obviously I labelled that as weapon tool room, and you can come to a chest right here. Yeah, let me back out. So, and you get the choice of buy tools and weapons, and sell. I never actually set that up because we only really needed the buy for this. I've got different sell shops which I'll include in another video. So obviously you can see there it says buy tools and weapons. Click on there and you get your selection of tools and weapons with a little amount on. Obviously for Bedrock I know this is quite hard to achieve and it looks pretty awesome. Obviously I can't buy anything now because I haven't got any money. If I just give myself some money I'll show you how that works. There we go. Right, so want to buy ourselves a gold sword. Just tap on it. As you can see, it hasn't actually taken it out of the chest. It's just put the gold sword in my inventory, and it's taken that, well, you can't see, but it has taken that amount of money off me. Same to works with everything else as well. I mean, it can be a little glitchy sometimes. It might not do it first time, but I mean, as you can see, it's working pretty well now. So go back, and it's taking away money. So that's pretty helpful there, and I'll show you the way how to do that now. So if we just go down into the command center, I don't normally show this, but it is the end of this realm, so you know, I don't really mind too much because people won't be able to come access the secret bits now anyway. So down into here, and I know this looks a little bit daunting, this is not all of them, but it does take a little bit of work. So this is potentially, well, this is the setup to do it, and yeah, it's a bit more complicated. Right, let's get to it. So what I'm going to be doing here is just showing you sort of the basics of how it works. I'm not going to go through all the commands on here. I'm just going to leave a link to his video, so obviously I know he created it. So yeah, you can go check his out how to actually do it, but I will show you just the concept of it and how it works. And that is 3 separate chests, all holding the things right there, like the back button, etc., and the back, the other buttons. And what you're doing is you're cloning them in effect. So you're cloning the thing into the area. You're clearing the person, and you're sort of, it does get a bit more complicated. You're attaching a data value which is different on here, so people can't physically have that weapon and take out. But anyway, I'll let him explain that in his video. And this is the process for each weapon, so it does take a little bit more than usual. It's just, it is very effective. It's a shame I can't actually copy this over to my new server, otherwise I would. It looks like I'm going to be starting from scratch. But yeah, it does take a few commands. Sorry, it starts, does it start? I think it starts over here. So obviously I've labelled all of mine. You've got stone pick, and I'll show you some of the commands. It seems quite daunting, but all it really is where the, just telling you where the area is. Once you got that number, you copy that number over, and then you just do the commands there. So again, I won't go too far into it. So I didn't create it, however, I do want to big it up because it's awesome, and as you can see, it works very effectively. Right, I think that's going to be it for now. I do have a few more shops, but I'm going to do them separately on other videos, otherwise this one's going to end up being a bit too long and a bit too boring. So thank you for watching. Hope you leave a like, and please hit that subscribe button. Thank you, bye bye.